Hello class, good morning. So we are here for today's lesson. It's all about child and adolescence development. Okay, at the end of our lesson, you students should be able to first demonstrate the social needs of adolescents. Second, digest the problems shown during adolescence. Third and last, you will be able to understand the effects of family members to the growth of every teenager. But before that, we are going to have a game. Yes, it's called a charade games. So, what is this? What kind of game is this? So, the mechanics is one student acts out a social needs of adolescents without speaking in class. And while the other students try to guess what the action is. And after the game played, I am going to ask a question. Did you get the direction, class? Okay. So, wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your cooperating. And now, I'm going to ask a question. Okay, first question. So, what are the actions shown to the class? Anyone? Uh-huh. Oh, that's great. Yes, you are correct. The second question. This is a very important question. Take note. So why this kind of needs are important to the adolescents? Anyone? Okay. Yes, that's correct. Thank you so much. So, now let's move on to our discussion. Human beings, by their very nature, feel the necessity to companion in order to be social. Is that correct, class? Yes, we need a companion because according to the saying or quote that no man is an island. Next, okay. Okay, I will going to run down the social needs of typical adolescents. The social needs of adolescents, first, is they have eagerness. Eagerness for participation in various social activities. Diba? If you can see, at this age, um, young people usually have an organization, diba? So, and also they have interest of meeting the needs of freedom. Yes, at this age, they also seek a freedom. Third is they make their movements more freely than they used to be during the previous years. So they remain almost free of the rule and supervision of the elders. But it doesn't mean na wala na silang guidance from their parents. Fourth is they discover their existence, evaluate their own fitness through various group activities, and they express eagerness to introduce themselves through their own activities in the society. If you notice, there are at this age may mga sinasalihan na silang sports, di ba? Like basketball, volleyball, tennis, badminton, or any kind of sports that they can socialize. So as they grow in age, they become conscious about their own existence. This sense of existence, personalities, however, there are also problems arising during this stage. So what are these problems? So we're going to run down. Listen carefully, okay? Okay, during this period, the parents ought to suggest their children how to be social or how to come in contact with others. So according to this, the parents should have a rules on giving the child the needs, the social needs. So ito yung guidance, 'di ba? Ito yung nurture the child's development, especially their social development, because it is important. I'm sorry for that. Example. Okay, I will give you example. It can be said that too much sense of influence and too much sense of rights do not most of the time help anyone build social relationship. So what does it mean? What does it mean that too much sense of influence and too much sense of right? Ito yung tinatawag nating supremacy. Yung you have a very authoritative personality. 'Di ba? Sometimes kasi pag may ugaling ang tao, may ugaling very authoritative or very supreme, they tend to be left out. Meron dito, shows supremacy through utilizing one's influence and making expression to mean this is mine, I shall have it, or tendency to establish one's own right. The friendship cannot be there, rather it may result in bitter relationship. During adolescence, group feeling has much influence on the lives of children. It is the group which is given predominance by them and their activities. So what does it mean? At this age, usually adolescents have a lot of time to their friends rather than to their family. If you notice that, right? Yes. Okay, social needs constitute a fundamental aspect of children's belonging to the adolescent stage. Parents need to be sympathetically more conscious in meeting these needs efficiently. So the parents should have also a knowledge, or should have also should have also know their children's behavior, or for them to help their children develop. Next is, okay, dito na tayo sa effects of family members and meeting the needs of adolescents. So in most of the cases, the teenagers are found unable to cope with the waves of changes in their physical and mental condition if the needs of adolescents are not met in due course. So physical development among the teenagers is hampered if their physical needs are not fulfilled. That's true. 'Di ba? Sometimes kasi okay, for example, or give you an example, yung dami ng family members ninyo. Sometimes, if you have a low income, so yung supposedly na nutrition na dapat mong makuha, yung sapat na nutrition mo na makuha, galing sa pagkain na ini-intake ninyo, minsan hindi mo makukuha. Kasi because of the low income, syempre, may mga kayo sa pagkain, sa supply ng pagkain, and that's the cause na yung physical development ng isang bata mag-hampered. Diba? So simultaneously, they become thin, yes, and weak physically. They do not find eagerness to work. Permente sila luya. That's right. Teenagers are found to involve themselves in antisocial activities. So if their social needs are not met, their tendency to revolt against their parents continues to increase if the needs of their freedom and self-dependence are not fulfilled. Okay, that's true. They have a tendency to rebel. Okay? Rebellion, di ba? So the teenagers are found also to have a delinquent behaviors. Hence, the parents should analyze the ways through which their children can perform their activities with freedom and fulfill their needs through best possible means. So how? Well, just by paying due regards to their adolescents' philosophy of life and keeping pace with their needs concerning their self-establishment. So at this age, young adolescents have also a own philosophy of life. So you need to understand that also as a parent. So this lack of attention and want to cause the children to suffer from mental instability. Children seek mental peace elsewhere. So many a time they are identified as delinquent teenagers in the society. Okay, did you understand our lesson for today? Okay, that's good. Okay, let's have an activity. Okay, you have a virtual handouts. You can read them and write in a one whole sheet of paper that determine and explain the problem arise during adolescence. I'll give you 10 minutes. Okay, time's up. You may pass your paper. Okay, let's have a recap first for you to be able to understand thoroughly. So teens need to socialize with their peer, so they began to form their own identity and broaden their social network. So many adolescents find a community of their own with peers who share their interests, such as video games, makeup, art, or any other activities. So a group can help provide a sense of belonging, mutual support, greater influence, and exploration for young teens. Also, it is important for children to see their parents involved in a community. Young teenager can learn this way by watching you and then interact themselves when they're old enough. So teenagers can also learn a lot about compassion when they're a part of a strong community. Overall, community is characterized by a group of people that care about each other and feel that they are belong together. Right? Okay. Let's have an assessment. Okay, ito ang inyong gagawin. Make your own 1 to 5 paragraph minimum 3 paragraph, maximum 5 essay based of your understanding to the effects of family in meeting the social needs of every teenager, and how they support their children to fulfill the needs as growing teenager. Okay, and before our class going to end, I will give you an assignment to be passed tomorrow, okay? So, the assignment would be make two make two scenarios on meeting the needs of adolescents. Record yourself for about 5 to 7 minutes. So minimum of 5 minutes and max of 7. Okay? Well, okay, thank you class for listening and for your cooperating. See you next week. Bye!